I'm going to tell you how to flirt with someone successfully.
Don't just let him say whatever he wants to say.
That he will never want to let you go.
Okay, so you want to learn how to be more seductive. I got you.
Seduction. It is not about showing skin. It's about showing control. It is the way you move, slow, intentional. The way your voice drops when you know he's listening. You don't chase, you attract. You attract with silence, with confidence, with the way you enter the room, like you already own it. Being seductive is not about the look. It's an energy, soft but dangerous, feminine but untouchable. So if you want to learn how to tap into that energy, stay tuned, because after this, you will never walk the same again.
If you want to learn how to be more seductive and use your feminine power to get anything you want from a man, keep watching. A woman's sensual energy is one of her most potent powers. And if you know how to use your sensual energy, you can attract any man. You can turn yourself into a magnet for men. It's such a simple trick when you're with someone to be able to capture his attention just with your body language and not with your words. If you want to capture a man's attention with your body language and not your words, there are 4 simple tricks that you can do that can make you so attractive that he would only think about you all night. Number 1 is a prolonged eye contact. Like eye contact where you look at him to the point where he becomes slightly uncomfortable. And I'm talking eyeball to eyeball where you don't blink. You have to practice it. And trust me, if you can do that prolonged eye contact thing where you just go and then he has to look away before you look away, it works. Number 2 is shifting your gaze from his eyes to his lips. So if you do the method where you look in his eyes and then you look down to his lips while he's talking, he would definitely notice it. It is a subtle thing that you just do with your eyes, and that would blow him off immediately. Third thing is get close enough where he can smell you. Always wear seductive perfume. Men are attracted to rose scents. They are attracted to patchouli scents, scents of sugar and pepper. Those spices inside scents give off a very seductive aroma. So go for like rose scents and patchouli and vanilla, something sweet, that is attractive, and make it your signature perfume. And whenever you're in a place where you have a target or you're with someone who you want to seduce, go close enough so they can smell you. These tricks and a lot more you're going to see in my ebook that's coming out pretty soon. The Modern Dating ebook that is going to transform your dating life and help you land a provider man and the man of your dreams that will treat you like a princess, and also teach you how to be seductive and how to attract. There's a lot that's packed in that ebook. You would want that information. So watch out. If you want more tricks, just comment and I'll drop you some more tricks.
Let's talk about how to be seductive. Mastering a seductive aura is literally the most game-changing thing and can literally make you get any man you want, just like that. First things first, you have to get aligned with your confidence. I don't care if you have to fake it, but you can't be seductive if you're not confident within yourself. Number 1 piece of advice that I have when it comes to confidence is literally just not giving a fuck, because you realize that nothing's that serious. The second you start to kind of channel into that, you start to just trot around as if you're that bitch. This Say foundation brush is so good. Next up, you need to remember that mystery should be your priority instead of oversharing. Seduction literally thrives in curiosity. So kind of work on embracing silence when it comes. Don't feel forced to always overshare when there's a moment of silence. Next, you want to make sure that you have a controlled presence. I want you to start speaking slower and moving with intention. Rushed energy is not seductive. Body language is huge when it comes to seduction, so we have to make sure eye contact is right. Strong eye contact shows that you're intentional and it shows your confidence. If you want to do more of the flirty route, hold eye contact for a few seconds and then look away and smile. If you're having one-on-one conversations with a person, do the lean in out effect. When they're talking, lean in and listen closely. And then when they're kind of wrapping up their topic, kind of lean back out. This is gonna tease them. You also want to touch them, but sparingly. When you're leaning in, you can kind of graze their arm, but you also don't want to be too touchy because we're not trying to throw ourselves at them. We still want some mystery. And lastly, use your mouth as a tool. What you say is very important. You know, sometimes when you talk and you're being nice, your voice kind of raises. You're like, hi, nice to meet you. Cut it out. Try your best to speak with a normal, deeper tone. You also want to try to speak a little bit slower and with pauses because that's going to force people to listen. You also want to incorporate playful teasing with your conversation. You want to make them laugh, but you also kind of want to challenge them. You also want to leave breadcrumbs that they can pull from because the more somebody's asking questions towards you, the more they're intrigued by you. So how you do this is instead of saying like, I love this, say, guess what I love? And then have them kind of pick your brain a little bit. I think the overall vibe is instead of channeling like, I am sexy, you want to be more like, I'm magnetic and you can feel it. Anyways, this is the final makeup look. Mwah, love you guys.
Seduction tip. Make him say it. Don't just let him say whatever he wants to say. Okay, in the moment. Make him say certain things that you want him to say. It'll change his psyche. It'll change the dynamic of the relationship as well. For instance, if you guys are in the heat of the moment, and he's saying things like, I don't know, I want you. Tell him, say I need you. And he might say it something way like this. I need you. Real quick to try to get it out, right? Get it over with. No. Slow down. I want you to say, you need me. I need you. Say it again. I need you. Say it again. Get him to say things that you want him to say. This is a big seduction tip. It changes the dynamic of the relationship. It changes how he feels about himself and you. You're welcome.
Fair warning, men are going to be obsessed with you when I give you these tips. Let me tell you, back in the day, I was doing it all wrong with the whole feminine energy and feminine seduction. I was mainly doing it for attention and I was drawing in the wrong attention. So if you draw in like men that holler at you or like inappropriateness, these shifts will shift you into men approaching you, asking you for dinner. You will no longer be a vibrational match to being whistled at. If you think I am not telling the truth, think about yourself right now. Like, do you get men that either approach you and ask you on a proper date? Like, I'm not talking, oh, maybe we can hang out or maybe we can get coffee, or like whistled at. Like, just so you know, our embodiment is what's attracting the outside world. So when we switch our inside, our own feminine seduction, when we switch certain things, we call in different types of men. So let's get into it. I just love this topic. So the thing is with feminine seduction is it can never, ladies, never, ever be for the man. When you're getting ready or you're trying to look sexy or you want to be sexy this evening, it can never be for attention or a man. So if you're going out on the town with your girlfriends, I sounded like my grandma saying that, out on the town. If you're going out with your girlfriends, it can never be, oh, I really want to meet a guy tonight. I really want to like see someone tonight, because any type of subconscious energy of a desiring attention will attract the wrong attention. A woman who is deeply embodied in her pleasure and her sensuality, I'm a feminine and erotic embodiment coach. So this is what I help women tap into for sovereignty of self and calling in love. It has to be for you. And there's a different texture in feminine eroticism and pleasure for self. This is why I created Awaken Your Inner Seductress in my bio under offerings, because this archetype is so for herself. Yet when you tap into this pleasure, which most of you have probably never closed your eyes and done an embodiment practice. So give yourself grace if you go and do this practice over and over and over again until it locks into your body, because most of you probably don't even know what pleasure feels like, because as women we've been taught in society to be more in performance of what seduction looks like. This practice will change your life. It will change your energy. It will change the type of men you attract. So go awaken your inner seductress. It is the best archetype you can work with to activate this part of you and to reclaim your power of your femininity and your sexuality.
Okay, so you want to learn how to be more seductive. I got you. I'm gonna give you guys some tips and tricks from Robert Greene's book, The Art of Seduction. First, confidence is everything. I know everybody tells you that and you've heard that a million times, but a lot of people still do not utilize that to their advantage. 80 to 90% of people still walk into a room with reserved body language, automatically assuming that they're gonna do something dumb, people are gonna think they're dumb, worried about if people like them. That is not confidence. That is where law of assumption comes into play to help you with that. Another person mentioned that on the video, that Marilyn Monroe used law of assumption, and that is true. Law of assumption is assuming that everybody loves you, everybody likes you, no one's gonna have issues with you, everybody is enamored by you. Whether that's true or not, doesn't matter. Doing that automatically opens up your body language. You're gonna come in with open, inviting, friendly body language. You're gonna come in with a different energy. You're gonna come in with a smile. You're gonna radiate, and you are going to attract. And that just shift in your mind is gonna make you 100 times more seductive, 100 times more friendly and sociable, and 100 times more liked. People are gonna say nicer things about you. Everything is in your tonality, your voice, the way you walk, your body language, your eyes, the way, how much eye contact you make. Every little thing, every little micro thing is always analyzed and scrutinized. Even if people don't realize they're doing it, they are doing it. Instead of focusing on all these things at once, oh, or is my body language right? Is my tonality right? Am I making too much eye contact? Are people gonna like me? That's just gonna bring you anxiety, and that's gonna lower your vibration. It's gonna lower your seductive skills. That is why law of assumption is so pivotal. If in your mind you are already doing everything perfectly fine, you are doing everything right, chances are you are going to, because you don't have that anxiety, you don't have that worry, you're not thinking about it in your head. You are simply walking around talking to people magnetically, and you are getting the attention and the response from them that you are looking for, because in your head, it already happened.
If you want to be irreplaceable in a man's eyes, and I mean that he will never want to let you go, you need to do two things. One, discover his shadow. Let him share with you things that he would not share with anyone. Let him show you his dark side. Figure out his secrets. Yeah, his shadow side. The side that he is not proud of. His sexual fantasies that he would not share with anyone. Discover his dark side, and don't ever judge him for it. Fully accept him and love him with his shadow. I mean, you should never love a man unconditionally, but let him feel the unconditional love in these moments. Second, let him share his secret dreams with you. The dreams that he doesn't share with anyone, or maybe even if he does, people don't see his vision yet. You know how people are. They don't believe in other people's dreams. Always when he's sharing his dreams, he's hearing people talking about obstacles, why it's not possible. Not you. You believe in him fully. You see his vision. You understand his vision. You see in him the potential that he maybe even can't see within himself. That's feminine support. Not doing things for him, getting everything done, helping him out, offering him solutions. Seeing the potential in him, believing in his vision to the fullest. If you do these two things, you will be irreplaceable in a man's life.
I'm going to tell you how to flirt with someone successfully. You can watch AI-generated YouTube videos all day long telling you how to get a guy, but let mama teach you what flirting really is. For starters, we need to approach them, and the easiest way to do this is by complimenting or pointing out something that they're wearing or holding. And you don't need permission to go up to them, just go up to them. The second you see them standing alone or there's a moment, strike. But wait until there's a moment where you can talk to them and flirt with them with no one else around, so you don't feel uncomfortable by an audience. Now, you could do a compliment, or you could just do a sarcastic remark. Sarcasm is going to be your best friend in flirting, and I'll get into that a little more in a second. For example, I like that shirt. Or if you want to be sarcastic, nice shirt. Don't let them know if you're being serious or not. Did you get a haircut? If you actually did, then you can tell them you like it. But if not, Don't say anything else. This isn't playing games, it's teasing. And if there's one thing a man loves, is a woman that challenges him and is able to hold her own. If you can initiate a teasing or like a playful banter, you're in. Make a sarcastic joke and see if it receives. If it doesn't receive, you don't need to be sarcastic, you can talk normally. But if it does, that's when the banter can start, and that's where the fun begins. You should be maintaining a smile on your face the entire time so they don't get the wrong idea. Keep it light, keep it fun, casual, easy. Don't be too quick with your movements or nod your head too fast like you're nervous. These show that you're uncomfortable. Hold your eye contact and be as slow as you can with the words you're saying, with your movements, the way you're nodding your head, and hold a soft eye contact. Fake it till you make it. And you can't break the bit. You have to play the role of the confident, flirty person. If you start it, you have to continue it. When you guys laugh, hold eye contact with him. And a little nice arm brush or like a tap or a grab even during a laugh, harmless. In fact, beneficial. Mimic their body language. If they lean in, then you should lean in too. If they are acting super chill, act chill. If they're super hyper and excited to talk to you, be hyper and excited to talk to them too. Meet them where they're at so that they feel like you guys are more similar and they're going to like you more. At the end of the day, flirting is just a dance. No matter what they say, you can flip it around into becoming a flirty conversation. And the easiest way for you to do that is by maintaining a casual, relaxed tone of voice and a little cock of the head and a smirk. With that lethal combo, you can say anything and it'll sound flirty. And every once in a while, adding in a little, oh really? Or an, oh yeah? It's just fun, you know? Happy flirting and don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Ladies, do you know that the way you say hi can either make a man melt or make you blend in with everyone else? Men find women's voice extremely seductive. Our voice can be so powerful and calming to a man if we use it correctly. So instead of getting nervous and not thinking before you say hi, you need to learn how to use your vocal cords. As women, we tend to raise our voice whenever we run into people, especially meeting a man that we are interested in. We tend to hold our breath and go, hi. Instead, this is what you need to do. Exhale, and on the exhale, you go, hi, and then give him a little hi. It works every time. I am telling you, when I talk to men, yeah, we have our conversations, we're friends, but when it's just us and we're having our intimate alone time, I make sure I dim my voice down and I'm like, hi babe, how are you? And I calm it and talk sweet. Use your voice to your advantage. Think twice before you go, hi, and start saying, hi.
How to innocently seduce them. All right. This is for all my ladies. You want to figure out how to seduce a dude that you crushing on, that you with. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all how to get him tongue-tied. Just by doing these simple things. Listen up. Number one, it's all in the eyes. Go up to him and approach him and look at him. Give him a nice little gaze, up and down if you need to, like you about to tell him something. Number two, as you're doing that, then proceed to smile at him or, like a nice little cute smirk or smile at him. All right. And as you're doing that, touch his chest. And number three, this is the last but certainly not least. All right. Icing on the cake. As you're doing all that, touching him, smiling at him, looking at him, talk to him, but not just in your everyday voice. It has to be in a more softer, more seductive tone. All right. And you ask him the question, I'm sorry, do I make you nervous? Listen, it's gonna have him flustered. He gonna be tongue-tied. All right. Trust me. Like it's your part two.
Stop rushing. When you're at the store and they're giving you your change and your receipt, I don't care if your entire tribe is behind you waiting to get you rung out. I don't care. I don't care who's behind you. I don't care if somebody behind you gotta pee. Stop rushing. Whenever you feel yourself rushing, take a deep breath. Okay, it's time to prioritize how life feels for you. This is how you can start your own transformation, your own Marilyn Monroe effect. Stop rushing. When you're walking past people, look at them. Your life is a movie. This is part of the movie scene. Think about it like this. When there's a movie scene and there's people literally on the screen, do you look away because you're scared they're going to look back? No. This is the scene that you're in at this time. Don't rush the interaction. Don't rush to look away. This is your movie scene. They're a part of your movie for the next 5 seconds. Okay? Remember that. This is just your movie. Enjoy your movie. Okay? It doesn't matter that they're real people. It's about you enjoying your present moment and not, it's about you prioritizing how it feels. How does it feel when you're walking past someone and you look at them and say you guys both just give each other a friendly nod? How does that feel rather than look at somebody and hurry up and look away and now for the next 5 seconds you're just praying and hoping, oh my God, hurry up and move past me so I can finally just look back regular. How's that feel? Not so great, right? It's time for you to start taking account of how your life feels. Start writing it in a journal. Notice when life feels anxious, when life feels uncomfortable, when life feels this, because these are the different things that you need to work on in your life. Okay? When you feel rushed. Notice when you feel rushed. Notice who you're around when you feel rushed, when you feel uncomfortable. It doesn't matter if you look at someone and they get uncomfortable. That's their feelings. That's their life. They're making themselves uncomfortable. You being in front of someone and actually just taking in your surroundings, it doesn't matter if that makes them uncomfortable. That's their life. That's something they need to work on, because that means that internally they don't want to be perceived. That's on them. Of course, you guys have to figure out how to make life feel better for you. This is the Marilyn Monroe effect. Being present in your body. Okay, how does the temperature feel in a room? How does your clothes feel on your body? How does it feel talking to this person versus talking to this person? Okay, we'll go towards that person instead of this one. How does it feel being in this room? What is the vibe? What are you taking in right now? How's the weather? What are you taking in? It's all about taking it in, focusing on your sensations, how you're feeling in this moment, focusing all your attention on you instead of focusing on how other people feel and how their experiences are. No, what are you experiencing? When you say this, you feel good, right? When you're looking straight ahead and enjoying your environment, no matter who's around, you feel good. This is how you start tapping into your own inner transformation from Norma Jean to Marilyn Monroe.